Hello, a returning subscriber or returning viewer, I should say, or person that happened to come across this. Today I want to be talking about Phasmophobia. Why? Because at the time of this upload, you'll probably be seeing other people going back to it and posting videos because it's October and there have been a couple of changes since last year. Also, it's spooky month. It really isn't a better time to do this. Anyway, what I want to talk about is making some changes that I think would improve the game. So, one problem that I have pretty frequently is that getting any sort of evidence to figure out what type of ghost you're dealing with can be a problem. I say this because there have been multiple times where I could just not get a single piece of evidence. Now, you could say that I'm just bad and should get better, which could be true, but sometimes even on amateur difficulty, the ghost would not leave any piece of evidence, or sometimes it would only give up one piece of evidence and nothing else, the stingy bastard. I believe that some of the ghosts, whether the devs wanted it or not, are programmed to mock you. And I say this because once, while on a mission, I had another stingy ghost, and he had given me one piece of evidence which was ghostwriting, but in return for this, he also killed two of my friends. Pretty crap deal. So, as for me and my remaining friend, we kept trying to poke and prod this ghost for info. The salt that one of my other buddies, now dead, had left piles of around the house to track the ghost. I assume, don't really know, just because they like to leave piles around just for the meme. So anyway, we noticed that the ghost kept stepping in the salt, and that's all it did. Dots? Nope. Spirit box? Nah. Ghost orbs? Don't really feel like it. And freezing temperatures? Fuck you. Eventually it killed me, and my last friend decided to cut his losses and just guess, which happens a lot for us. I don't know if anyone else has this, but it's a frequent thing. Not super frequent, but it happens often enough where it's like, okay, just go go guess. Anyway, now you might say, oh, you guys didn't find the ghost room, that's why you couldn't get any information. But I'm pretty sure that this was the ghost room, because it was the coldest out of all the rooms, and the ghost kept consistently coming back to the room to hang out for a bit, and then once it was rested, it decided to wander throughout the house again. Now you might be saying, why are you telling me this? Well, viewer, here is a way that I've thought up of how to alleviate some of these problems. For example, the ghostwriting book. I want ghosts to be able to tell you that it doesn't want to interact with it. And for example, the ghostwriting book, I want the ghost to be able to tell you that it doesn't want to interact with the object. Like if it passes by the book maybe 2 to 3 times, or if it's been left alone in its patrol route or the ghost room for an extended period of time. And then he just throws it. So that way you can kind of get a physical sign that he doesn't want to give you anything, because sitting around the book asking the ghost to write in the book for about 10 minutes is kind of annoying, especially if it decides it really doesn't want to do anything. It's like, well, I'm just kind of sitting here asking for it to write stuff. So I want to make that a thing of the past, or at least not very common. And that's a way I believe that we can alleviate to a degree. Next, I'd like to have the spirit box to have a light or something that tells you when a ghost is nearby, but have it be on a delay like that thermometer is now, or maybe even a slower of a delay. But how it would work is that while holding the spirit box within a certain radius, it allows you to detect like a ghost. And once it detects one, it lights up, letting you know that there is a ghost nearby. But it's on enough of a delay that it can't be used to just track the ghost. So instead of having a thermometer, you just whip out the ghost spirit box, and just track him down. I want it to be more of a tool that can be used like in the ghost room, and also let you know that there is in fact a ghost here that just decides he does not want to speak to you. Because it's kind of annoying when you assume he's around you, or you're literally just walking around the ghost room, walking around the halls, you walk from the ghost room, you maybe spread out to like the nearest 2 to 3 rooms, the hallway, maybe try its patrol route, and you're just walking around just asking, are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Whatever. It gets kind of annoying because there's no clear sign that it's there, and even if it is there, if it doesn't respond to Spirit Box, it might not even give you anything. So I would like if there was a way to at least know, like at the very least, that something is nearby and it has the possibility to answer you. It is simply choosing not to. That would be very useful. Anyway, that's about all I have for the tools. If you guys have anything that you might think might be a decent kind of alleviate some of these little like things where you don't have, where it's hard to find evidence, maybe for dots or something, maybe type it out in the comments. Anyway, before I go, I want to say there is a quality of life thing that'd be cool to be in the game, considering it would just be fun. Let's just say that. Anyway, so as a quality of life thing, I would like if it'd be possible to save a teammate that's actively being killed, because sometimes it's annoying when you just, like I said, you're trying to hunt for that ghost. It's an aggressive ghost, and you just have to deal with it constantly lunging at people with, like, especially like I assume on the harder difficulties, you probably just end up losing somebody really fast. Because, or maybe, maybe they're playing it higher, maybe they're playing smarter, but at the very least, when a ghost gets aggressive, or you get an aggressive ghost, you typically end up losing 1 to 2 people pretty fast, and getting no evidence at all about what it could be. So, a way I'd be going about that is maybe having the crucifix have another ability where throwing it or simply walking close to the person being like choked to death can ward the ghost off to kind of get them to go away, and it will fully consume that crucifix, so that way it's just not an infinite use thing, but at the very least you get kind of like a second chance, because like I said, you get an Oni, you get a demon, you get something that's aggressive, it usually will take a person with it like pretty early on. So that'd be a nice thing to have. Or if that seems a bit too strong, maybe add like a one-time use item, like a defibrillator that can revive dead teammates, but limit it to maybe like 1 per mission, so you don't have like 4 of them, and everyone basically gets a second life. But that would be pretty cool, just to, when you do get those ghosts that decide to kill indiscriminately at any time, it'd be nice to at least bring a person back, instead of just being like, well, we lost them, well, we can't do anything else about that. So yeah, if they added a way to either ward off ghosts that decided to, choke you to death, or at least bring someone back from the dead, that would be nice. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. If you have any other ideas that you think would be helpful, maybe quality of life changes that's similar to what I cooked up or whatever, type them in the comments below. Maybe I'll read them. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video to this. Who knows? Anyway, also, if you disagree with anything I've said, maybe type in the comments why it wouldn't work. I'm up for that, whatever. Like I said, follow-up video is a possibility. I don't know, who knows. Anyway, I hope this video was interesting enough or entertaining. Either way, that's all I have for you today. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night. Goodbye.